Champion Anthony Joshua.
My name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua, and like many of you here, I'm a child of the Commonwealth. I was born in Watford, and my heritage is Nigerian. I come from the Yoruba people, who are the largest, and some might say the loudest, ethnic group in all of Africa. I am proudly Nigerian, and I'm proudly British, and I join a long line, perhaps too long to count, of UK citizens of Commonwealth origin who've made enormous contributions to this great multicultural society of ours. In my world, that would include names such as Joshua Boatsi, Lawrence Akoli, and Ramla Ali, but there are so many more members of the Commonwealth family, including David Ajayi, one of UK's greatest architects, the Imafidons, arguably Britain's brainiest family, and of course, the countless nurses, teachers, and doctors that have made the UK their home, strengthening the very fabric of our society and our economy. We must never forget either our Commonwealth cousins who stood shoulder to shoulder in battle. Not to mention the amazing impact that all of these people, hailing from the furthest reaches of the globe, have had on our culture, sense of national identity. My own eyes were open to this amazing family for the first time when I travelled to Nigeria as a child. Whilst I saw some similarities between our two countries, given our shared heritage as nations, there was a wealth of difference and a world of exciting possibilities. That realisation has stayed with me all my life. Like me, so many children of the Commonwealth have two homes, two identities, two cultures, and two ways of viewing the world. Some even have more than two. These days we hear so much about division and difference that some might be tempted to see that as a bad thing. But on the contrary, it's a beautiful thing, a thing to be celebrated and cherished, and a great source of peace and stability. In this world of extreme connectivity, who better to connect us and shape our common future than the children of the Commonwealth, who have a foot in two camps and desperately want to see both sides succeed. There are times when it's important to talk about values, our personal values, and those that bind us together as a society, and this is one of those times. Fairness, determination, tolerance, respect, understanding. I learned many of those values in the ring, but I apply them to my everyday life. Our values define us and how we conduct ourselves. They are what we put out in the universe and what we shall receive in return. Respect for the dignity of our Commonwealth cousins and for all human beings is critical to bringing our society and communities together and making them prosperous. I feel opportunity should be there for the taking, along with hard work, dedication, and perseverance regardless of one's background. We need to strive harder collectively in order to create unity. It takes a village to raise a child, and in the same vein, it takes a whole community to act and stand together to tackle some of the challenges we are confronted with today. With unity and a shared vision, we could help to improve the lives and prospects of our Commonwealth family and mutually benefit in the process. People like myself, as well as some of the other stellar names I've already mentioned, will be perfectly placed to assist with the re-engagement with the Commonwealth and act as ambassadors for the two cultures and countries we represent. It will enable enormous potential of the Commonwealth's 1.4 billion young people to transform our world for the better. In the same way boxing gave me the opportunity and framework to become Olympic champion, Commonwealth champion, and now into heavyweight champion of the world. But I asked myself, what does the Commonwealth really mean? The second part of that word is key for me. A united common future could create opportunities for our Commonwealth cousins, whether they're growing up in Nigeria, Australia, Bangladesh, or Jamaica, or right here in Britain. So, here's to fish and chips, and a goosey soup and pounded jam, to the UK and Nigeria, and to the children of the Commonwealth. Thank you very much for listening.
James O'Donnell, organist and master of the choristers, directs Britain's anthem, O be joyful in the Lord, all ye land.